Molly, how are you? The Frugal Fun Mum here in Adelaide, Australia. I want to welcome you to our channel and to today's video, which is video 9 of our series Back to Basics in November, focusing on food. So food shopping, food budgeting, menu planning, food cooking, all the good stuff. So please consider subscribing so you can join us on our frugal fun journey, and you can also join our Facebook group as well because we have a few chats in there. It's really good. So without further ado, today's video will start, and it is just some of the meals we've had over the past 1 to sort of 2 weeks. We start repeating a lot of stuff because we're keeping to the food that we've already bought. So I'm going to show you some of the planning and the prep that I've done with some voiceovers as well. So check it out, and I'll come back at the end and say goodbye. This is my morning coffee. I've switched from the sachets to just using regular coffee to save a little bit of money. And yeah, but nah, it's okay. Just add the drinky chocolate, bit of sugar and some milk. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's just not as creamy as normally what I'd get with a sachet, but still, it's okay. Then I usually have an orange for morning tea, and I stand here and eat it so I don't dirty a dish because it's usually pretty juicy, so it's easier to keep clean. And then I'm just creating a stew for dinner. So I chopped up all of the meat and then I weighed it, and then I peeled some potatoes for mash on the side, carrots, sweet potato and pumpkin, and then put that all together. I actually cooked it over 2 pots to just sort of spread it out and measure it a bit, and it actually created 4 serves, which surprised me. So, but I'm happy with that overall. Next, moving on to one of my son's most usual meals in the house, chicken nuggets and chips. And I always count how many chicken nuggets are in a pack so I can divide them out equally. Even though it says it's approximately 400 grams, sometimes there's 18 in there, sometimes there's 19. So some meals there's 4 nuggets and sometimes there's 5. So add some chips to the side and call it a day. Sometimes I'll add veggies in there as well, but yeah, tonight I think I just did basic. Honey mustard chicken and rice was another meal we had this week. Sorry there's no video of prep work, but it's not very exciting watching me cutting up chicken. Again, measured the rice just to sort of see the consistency of it. And then the next night we did chicken parmesanas with potato gems and carrots and corn. So one night this week we actually had KFC for dinner because I was really sick, and I asked hubby to take care of dinner, and he asked should we just do takeaway, and I said sure, I no longer care. So you know what, that's life. I'm being real and sharing it with you. And then the next night I still wasn't well, so it was fend for yourself. So everyone literally just had 2-minute noodles. They were in the cupboard. It was easy to do. The next night I was feeling a bit better, and of course I wanted to cook dinner, and I made my son some mini pizzas just with ham, cheese and pineapple. So it's got here, and I was just weighing out the ham because I was curious to know how much it actually weighs so I could work out pricing and things like that. These little mini pizza bases were from Aldi. They're cheaper than buying it at Coles, so I'll probably stick to buying them there because they're lots of fun. And yeah, they're pretty quick and easy to make. So here I'm just cutting up a little bit of extra ham and the cheese that I had left over from the little section, and I thought I would put it all together in a little bag with some pineapple and put it in the same packet as the bases, and then that way next time I want to make a pizza, or if Scott wants to try and make it on his own, everything's there, he just has to dump the bag on the pizza. It's good in theory, but I found that when it was all frozen together, it just was, it cooked the same, but I just think for the look of it, Scott's not going to be a fan, so I don't think I'll be doing that again, which is fine. Here's just the stew we also had that night when my son had the mini pizzas and we had more left over, so that was serving 2 of 4. And then we're making big pizzas for family dinner, so this is a pretty popular meal in our house that we had the next night. Another meal that is very popular in this house is our chicken risotto, and I cannot do it without this garlic butter that's from Woolworths when it goes on special for $2.50, so I'll always buy 1 or 2 for the fridge. And then the pasta, I use half a packet, and I need white wine as well, which is always cheap for $4. I actually had run out of corn kernels, so I'm just using a can of the spears, and I chopped them up really small, and then chopped up a can of mushrooms as well, just to help stretch it out a bit, which it was really good because then this made 4 meals instead of the usual 3. So yes, adding a little bit extra costing, but it's good to have another meal there because then the leftovers end up as someone's dinner the next night. Here's just a super quick breakfast that I have if I don't have Weet-Bix. It's just banana smashed on toast with cinnamon sugar on the top. So I know it's mush to some people, but I grew up on it and I love it. So there are the meals that we have. If you've been following me for a while, a lot of them will look very familiar. You can look back at old videos. We eat the same things all the time. We aren't huge explorers in taste and textures. It's just not who we are, and what we're doing is working for us, so power to you. I did want to show you, however, this is the menu plan meal, and as you can see, it's messy. So what I will do is do a video wrapping everything up, and then this will be here in very nice neat handwriting. Obviously I was sick because there's just stuff everywhere. I planned meals and then it didn't all come the way I was meant to do it, and then I kept forgetting what day it is as I'm writing stuff out, so I've got arrows pointing, no, we didn't have that night, that was last night. So this will eventually get written out a lot cleaner and put together, and then I'll put it in a video for you guys to show what meals we had, what the costs were, some photos, break it all down and show you guys, because I'd be curious for myself in the future as well how it all worked. The costing takes forever, and even though logically, you know, you buy one bit of meat and this, that and the other, and you think if I cook all that, that's, and how that serves, that's the costing, but like a can of pineapple can do 2 or 3 different things, and so yes, it takes a lot of work. So yes, please give this video a thumbs up if you are appreciative of the work that we do to share with you guys. Of course, pricing is going to vary from state to state, but I think I do it too because, as you guys would have seen in my price book video, you know, compared with prices now to what they were is huge. So who knows, in a few years I might look back at this one and go, wow, I was complaining about the price of meat then. Wow, okay, so yeah, who knows. Thank you so much for watching today's video. As I mentioned before, we would love it if you would subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below and let me know if What do I want to ask you? I don't know. What meals are your family favorites go to? What's something you can cook all the time? And are you a basic cook, or do you like to explore with a lot of things? I love looking at recipes online and going to, I think it's taste.com.au, and other things I've seen still more basic end. I'm not quite MasterChef end, but I kind of look at stuff and go through the ingredients list and go, okay, so I'm still here with chicken because I just don't do chili and cumin powder and all that jazz. So let me know if you actually know how to cook that's not just chicken nuggets and chips. Yes. Oh well, it takes a village, does it not, to share with life and how it all goes. Thank you so much for joining with me today, and as always, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!